We are giving you a live look now of the scene. A lot of police presence still there near the Capitol grounds as a curfew is in effect in Washington, D.C. That is a tight lockdown around the entire area. And while the crowds have gotten smaller, we're told that some large groups are still gathering nearby. We now want to bring in CBS 2 political investigator Dana Kozlov. Dana, I know you have been talking with Illinois lawmakers who found themselves caught in the middle of this chaos.
Yeah, some of them were inside the Capitol, Marie. Others were not. In fact, some were on their way and told to turn around when a lot of the rioting broke out. Now, concern inside the Capitol started, these lawmakers telling me, when Capitol Police pulled leadership off the House floor, quickly followed by telling the other members that were there to take cover, essentially, hit the ground. Now, one of those congressmen was Northside Representative Mike Quigley. Other lawmakers telling me tonight they are very concerned, obviously, about what is happening, what happened in Washington, D.C. hours after President Trump spoke to his supporters, and they are talking about what needs to happen next.
They broke the glass?
Members of Illinois' congressional delegation continue to speak out about the chaos inside the nation's Capitol, both Democrats and Republicans.
The storming of the Capitol was a coup attempt with the purpose of overturning the election of a duly elected president. The current president incited this coup, encouraged it, and did little to protect the Capitol and the Constitution. I stand to reject this chaos and to condemn the president for allowing it to happen.
That suburban Republican Adam Kinzinger on Twitter hours after violent protesters forced their way inside the Capitol as lawmakers were preparing to vote on the Electoral College results, spurring Capitol Police into action.
They need reinforcements. They need help. They need their president, by the way, to call off these protesters right now. I have not yet heard that the president has asked them to withdraw from the Capitol.
Congressman Mike Quigley is one Illinois lawmaker currently taking cover. He sensed this could happen.
Last night when I walked around the Capitol, you could sense this was ugly, and the mood of this crowd and the things they were saying.
Traitors! Traitors!
So when the president, he doesn't pour fuel on the fire, he ignites the fire by telling them all to come down to the Capitol. He said he was going to walk with them. He ended up going to the White House. So, yeah, this is on him.
This is not about party. This is about our democracy. And the center will hold, and our democracy will hold.
Bill Foster saying serious conversations have to come from this. Now, you're looking at a live picture out of Washington, D.C., the nation's capital right now. That a long line of police keeping the Capitol, the House, and the Senate secure. Dozens, hundreds, possibly thousands of protesters still on the streets of Washington, D.C. right now, but calm has ensued. The House and Senate, as Marie mentioned, now secure. One of the things Congressman Quigley told me earlier was, of course, safety was paramount for his fellow colleagues and staff, first and foremost. But his second goal was to get back to the House floor this evening and continue that vote, and that is happening, Marie, at 7 o'clock.
We will continue to watch it. Dana, I wanted to point something out. In the last hour or so, I'd say we've heard some growing calls for the removal of President Trump from office, and that list of people calling for this includes Governor Pritzker.
Yeah, that is right, Marie. Just about 10-15 minutes ago, Governor J.B. Pritzker issuing a statement for Trump's removal, saying he can no longer remain in office. 2 weeks is too long. He says his incitement of this violence is essentially high treason, and that is what he thinks should happen now. It likely, though, will not.
CBS 2 political investigator Dana Kozlov. Dana, thank you so much.